Here we are in Chapter 5 Review, exercises numbers 30 through 35. We have this three-step process that we've been following, and it's going to solve every one of these problems. Step number 1, do we have any parentheses? No, we don't. Do we have any fractions? We do. Let's multiply through by that least common denominator and watch the magic happen, that we will not have fractions left. The 3 cancels. Indeed, we have 7t minus 6 equals 3 times 19. 3 times 9 is 7. Carry the 2, 5. 57 plus 15t. Good. Do we have many t's? We do. Let's subtract 7t from both sides. You'll notice I am partial to keeping the number in front of the t positive. Negative 6 equals 57 plus 8t. Now we're down on step 2. Subtract that 57 from both sides of the equation. Watch out, we've got 2 negatives here, so they actually add to 63, all in the negative direction, and then divide by 8. Divide by 8, t equals negative 63 eighths. Right, good deal. Now, number 31. Let's get a different color here. Do we have any parentheses? We do. Let's jump it in. That's negative 3/4 x minus, 3/4 times 4 over 1. 4's cancel, and we get just a 3. And it's positive. Negative times negative is a positive. Equals 5 plus 2x. Okay, so we got rid of parentheses, now fractions. Times by 4, times by 4, times by 4, times by 4. That's the least common denominator, so the 4's cancel, and we get negative 3x plus a 12 equals 20x plus 20, sorry, no x on that guy, 20 plus 8x. Okay, now we've got many x's. Wow, this has everything in it. Plus 3x from that side, plus 3x from this side, and we get 12 equals 20 plus 11x. Now we're on step 2. Subtract that 20. Subtract that 20, get negative 8 equals 11x. Divide by 11, divide by 11. That is, x is negative 8/11. Cool, good deal. Let me write that down. Okay. Now, number 32. Do we have any parentheses? We do not. Do we have any fractions? We do. So we're going to times through. Let's see. Least common denominator of a 6 and a 10. 10, 20, 30. 6 goes into 30, so I'm going to do a 30. So times everything by 30. Okay, 30 divided by 6 is a 5. So we get 5x minus 120 equals 90 plus the 30 divided by the 10 gives us a 3. 3 times 3 is 9x. Okay, get the x's together, many x's. So subtract 5x from both sides, minus 5x. And we get negative 120 equals 90 plus 4x. Subtract 90, and we got 4x equals negative 210. Divide by 4, divide by 4. X equals, let me see, that if we divide by 2 and 2, oh yeah, negative 105 over 2. Or I guess you could put that into a decimal. What is that, 52.5? That'd be an okay way to write that guy as well. All right, number 33. Do we have any parentheses? Yes, let's jump that in, and we get, let me see, 5 halves times 4, that cancels, so we get 10, negative 10x minus 5 halves times 2, the 2's cancel, and we get just a 5 equals 3/4 x plus 6. Oh, shoot, we almost got rid of all the fractions there. Let me see, times through by the least common denominator, in this case is a 4, times by 4, times by 4, times by 4, times by 4, and we get negative 40x equals negative 20, not equals, excuse me, minus 20 equals, the 4 cancels, and we just get a 3x plus a 24. Okay, let's get the x's together. We can add 40x to both sides, add 40x here. And we get negative 20 equals 43x plus 24. Subtract 24, And we get 43x equals 44. Divide by 43, divide by 43. Yeah, x is just, I don't think we can simplify that anymore. We could call it 1 and 1/43, but 44 33rds. We should have that was a negative 44. That's a negative right there. Okay, number 34. Ooh, what is the least common denominator? We don't have parentheses, but we do have fractions. We can times by 6 on both sides. Now on this side, the 6 just cancels. On this side, it leaves a 2 that times the top. So we get 2x minus 10 equals 5x plus 8. Now I would like to note that we could have done this as x over 3 minus 5 over 3 equals 5x over 6 plus 8 over 6. And if we times by 6, those guys will go away, and this guy would leave a 2 and leave a 2 there. So if you want to break it apart into two different fractions, that's perfectly fine. Or when you cancel, just make sure you times it to the whole top there, and then you're good. Okay, next step. Do we have many x's? Yep. Subtract 2x from both sides. We now have negative 10 equals 3x plus 8. Add or subtract, so subtract 8, and we get 3x equals negative 18. And divide by 3, x equals negative 6. Number 35. Ooh, this one looks a little bit tougher. What is that? Let me see. Parentheses, no. Fractions, yes. So we need to times through by the least common denominator. Looks like 14 is the one that's going to do it. Let's do 14 here, 14 here, 14 here. So 14 cancels there, and we get just x plus 7 equals 6 times 14. Let me see. That's 84. And then 14 times 3 7s. So 14 cancels with the 7, leaves a 2. Negative 3 times 2 is a negative 6x. Excellent. Okay, do we have many x's? Yes, we do. Let's get the x's together by adding 6x to both sides. And we get 7x plus 7 equals 84. Subtract that 7 from both sides. And we get 7x equals 77. Divide by 7, and the x is now by itself at 11. X is 11, and good.